Good afternoon and welcome to another inspirational story from Dr. Anna from my book, Practical Spirituality 1, Finding Spirit in Everyday Life, already available in Amazon. This story today is called Healing of the Heart. Have you seen the film Joshua? And this is not the first time I talk about a film with a spiritual lesson. Because spirit uses any medium that you pay attention to in order to give you a message. If you listen to the radio, you will get your messages there. If you read the news, you will get your messages there. It doesn't matter to spirit what language or vocabulary you use. They will send you the coded message that you will need to decode in your own mind with your own skills. For me, because I relax watching films, it's always a film. There is always a story there, a lesson. Films help me focus out of myself, and I create a space for a meditative state, for listening, because mostly I'm always thinking, decoding energies, writing down my diaries, and creating, recoding, synthesizing information into these stories or posts or books or videos. I feel that the messages come with emotions, and sometimes it's the emotion that brings me the message, and it comes straight into my heart. And sometimes this brings a catharsis, a balance of energy or a release of energy. And sometimes accumulated tension is relieved, which means I release resistance and I am able to tap into yet another level of spiritual awareness. In the case of this film, Joshua is a guy who arrives at a town and starts connecting with the people, sharing with them, focusing on the things that they do. They start discovering things in common, and there is a feeling of community that starts coming up. And these people realize that to live together is not the same thing as to live in a community. Joshua teaches others by example and claims nothing for the things that are achieved. He never wants an acknowledgement or asks for an acknowledgement. He creates the catharsis, the communion, the communication, and he moves away. The people start seeing through him and they start loving him because they feel he's giving them love and acceptance, accepting them exactly as they are. So I thought, I'm going to do the same in my life. I'm going to look at the next stepping stones in building my coaching practice at the time. I wrote this in 2003. We are in 2020, December, almost 2021. It's been a long time for this work to see the light. And I realized how tough I was being with myself. I decided how many clients I wanted, how much money I would be making. I would work out what actions I must take. I decided I must call so many clients, your email list, your marketing strategies, all these external things from the outside to the inside. But today, knowing better, I work from the inside to the outside. My strategies have totally changed. I believe in the law of the universe to bring you the right thing at the right time, the right people, the right clients. It's not a control thing, it's a flowing thing. When I set up my coaching practice, I was so full. I was doing it for 7 years and I closed down because I wanted to stop and reset the button. I was being very successful, but I was overly busy and I did not want to live like that. It makes no difference for me to work for a corporate, like in England for 13 years, or for a school, under the principal, parents, students. Or under my own business, under myself, demanding that I create so much money at the end of each month. That's not the way the universe works, and I realized that. So I decided that I had to change the way I was working, and I convinced myself that there was another way. This new way works on base of what you love to do, and on you creating the momentum, and you weaving your reality with the tools that are given to you, with the inspiration that comes to you on a regular basis, following your guidance. The soul has got a much higher perspective of what is to come, how things are going to evolve, what is there down the road. Our ego is small, it has a limited perspective. It will tell us out of fear, you must create lists, you must engage whether you feel like it or not, you must do this, and people perceive falseness, people perceive not integrity, people sense your fear. How can you convince anybody to do something? Creating a place of mutual constructive expansion when you yourself don't believe it. I picked up my animal card for the day, rose-breasted grosbeak, which stands for healing of the heart. That's exactly what happened at the time. An insight, an inspiration, a realization, the knowingness that I need to trust and stop worrying. Nothing was going to happen exactly how I expected it, yet everything happened exactly as I wished for and more. But we need to allow ourselves not just to accept or present as perfect. Present means present, from us to us, as a spiritual contract before we arrived into the world with specific objectives and lessons to learn. Present is also a gift from ourselves to ourselves, a gift to learn the exact lessons that we needed at the time and embrace them. Why? Because life is a school. It's a place to learn. It's really an illusion. It's not real. The soul is real. This is a setup. This is the greatest cosmic theater. It doesn't matter whether we achieve this or we achieve that. We still will move on with the frequencies and a vibrational state earned from the choices and the lessons learned here. So we'll have different colors, like a general with the medals, but nothing has changed. We're eternal. And this, we can come back as many times as we want to. Is this difficult, amazing, and an incredible way of living life and doing business? Yes, it is. But I find that more and more people are starting to do it, mainly because we know in the wisdom of our hearts that is the only way. All of a sudden, a kind of inner calm started to take me over. I couldn't stop smiling, and I haven't since. My worries yesterday seem nothing today, because Spirit guides me every moment to give me the solution that needs at each given moment. I get stuck in the computer, I get an intuition, and I find, or something finds me, or someone finds me. But it flows. It keeps opening up the path. I get there, I put my foot on the floor, and the floor appears. It's not like before, I was expecting to see the floor, then put my foot on the floor. It's not like that. You got to be prepared to give the step, and then the universe appears in a maybe unexpected way. It's nothing automatic. It's nothing planned. It's synchronistic and spontaneous. We can't keep pushing. We need to allow it to happen. We can't spend our energy fighting, struggling. We need a new way of doing things. We need to become irresistibly attractive. I had known this for so long. This was 2003. I wasn't actually doing it. These were the seeds that then I followed. And today, 17 years later, I am there. And at the time, I had to get ill. For a whole weekend, I was pushing myself too hard. And I got a throat infection. How amazing. Or voice, or truth, or integrity. It was a way for my body to tell me to rest, to take time off to meditate, to relax and allow the inspiration. And this in turn brought healing of the heart, the understanding that I needed to surrender yet one more level in order to know that the only way to become irresistibly attractive was to shift myself into a level of consciousness of not needing, needlessness, the place where I need nothing and I have everything that I feel I want, like a magician out of a hat, just by trusting the universe and trusting myself. When you're ready, that time. Don't look to the future, don't look to the past. That moment, if you're brave enough, stop longing and just look in your reality, the seed of what you're looking for. You will find it. It's always there. And today I know that ultimately the earth needs us, mankind, as much as mankind needs the earth. The planet needs our gifts to heal in the same way as we need to share these gifts so that they grow and multiply. There is an optimum way called divine timing, which will make everyone benefit from a plentiful harvest if we trust, wait, work, persist, endure, listen, and follow. And don't give up. Only then we can inspire trust and help others along the path. Teach through example, showing patience and compassion, supporting them when they are low. That is when we are speaking our truth. That is our real nature. That is when we coach others from the heart. That is when we won't need clients. And that is the only way there is, spiritually speaking, energetically speaking. And it's quite simple, isn't it? Thank you for listening. See you next time.